Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to strip everything back down and get the chassis set back up onto the table, and that way we can dial in the link mounts and get everything all built out, ready to full weld the link mounts. So we got these seats and floor pulled. We just got to the butt housing bolts. It's just easier with the floor pulled. So now we're going to pull this cross tube real quick and get the drivetrain removed. All right, with that crossbar out, we're pretty much free to remove the drivetrain. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brace up the transmission real quick, and then we'll pull the engine out first. All right, with the engine out, let's pull the trans and transfer case. So that is exactly how it will be done normally. It actually went really smooth, really easy. So let's get these axles out and get this chassis on the table again. So we figured we'd lift it up and see what full droop looked like. The tires are on casters, so it's a little bit higher than it would be, but looks kind of wild. Let's get these axles pulled. Well, that's what happens when you don't tack the steering up. It does what it wants. All right, now that the chassis is back onto this table, we're going to center everything up and then make sure all of our measurements are dialed and weld it up. All right, so we got everything centered up on the table and we tacked it to the table. That way it shouldn't move. Now we're going to make a couple jigs to make sure that the link mounts stay exactly where we want while we weld them. All right, so originally we built the link mounts all onto the subframe off of measurements, and measurements were a tiny bit off, so we figured we'd make a super simple jig, and that way we can make sure everything's dialed, so that way we can get all the suspension exactly how we want it. So another reason for this is we wanted to make these nice and straight with the side of the chassis, and right now there is a slight angle to it, so we're gonna make it nice and straight. Now that all the link mounts are all in the same location, we're going to weld it all out. Now that all the uppers are welded, we're going to get the lowers squared away, make sure they're all good. Weld them out too. Alright, now that all the link mounts are 100% set and welded in, and the subframe's all welded, let's get the axles and drivetrain back in. Got all the drivetrain back in, axles, transfer case, transmission, motor, and everything underneath all that is welded out. So now we can actually finally start moving on with the bump stops and coilovers. Got a little bit ahead of ourselves on that, but sometimes you gotta take a step back to move forward. Thanks for watching.